Um, Let me begin today's stream by making a little rant, or kind of a little rant slash complaint, and it is about Deviant Art. And you guys know that for a while now, for a couple of years at least, anyway, I have been making a few complaints about Deviant Art in general, and most of it is because of Eclipse. Um, But I am completely certain that everything that is going bad with DA, I can blame on Wix.com because they bought DeviantArt, and ever since they purchased the platform, things started to go bad on DA. And just a few minutes ago, like literally less than 15 minutes ago, I have learned that DeviantArt is automatically flagging some of my works as inappropriate or containing sensitive content, even though I have never set any of my deviations to be flagged as such. And naturally, they also do not contain any sort of inappropriate stuff in them. I don't draw that sort of stuff. But somehow, for some reason, DeviantArt is still doing it anyway. Like, for example, let's go here on my gallery. I am logged in on DeviantArt right now. This is my own gallery. Excuse me. Here, as you can see here, none of these are bad. These are suitable for all ages. I only draw clean stuff. Alright? The only thing on this page alone that one could say that maybe might not really be suitable for minors to some degree, it would be this picture here. I'll make them burn, and that's because this one contains blood. So technically, it has violence in it. Now, would you say, for example, that Holiday Wishes, this here, would you say that this contains anything bad in it? Because I don't see it. And yet, here, let me open a private window here. Let's go back. Let's go on my DA and look at the exact. Shut up. And look at the exact same first page of my gallery. I'll make them burn is not flagged. If I click here, we can see it. Okay, but what the hell is this here? Shut up. Holiday Wishes, however, it says that it may contain sensitive content. This filter hides content that may be inappropriate for some viewers. And this, well, first of all, pardon my French, but this is bullshit. Alright? This is Holiday Wishes. There's nothing bad with this picture. And yet, DeviantArt is somehow, for some reason, automatically flagging it as containing something bad in it. And I know for a fact that I have not enabled any setting on this picture or any other picture on my gallery for that matter. I have not enabled any restriction settings in here. Here, who can see this deviation? Everyone. And if I scroll down here, mature content is not enabled for this here. There is nothing set up here to be causing a flag. Like, I can manually enable this. Actually, I'm gonna test this right now. I'm gonna enable this. I never use this feature, by the way. Mature content, moderate, strict. Set this to moderate. Balance score. Update. Okay. This is only supposed to happen if I enable some restriction on the deviation. Only if I do that, which I just did for testing purposes. Now, just out of curiosity, let me refresh this here. Yeah, that changed. Let me disable this now, because this is not supposed to have that. This is how it's supposed to be. And there, see? DeviantArt is imposing somehow, for some reason, an automatic flag on it. And I don't know why. I have never received any notification for this, about this. And Holiday Wishes is not the only picture. Playful Snack, this commission over here, has also been flagged. So if you go here, there, this is the exact same picture. And for some reason Deviant Art is flagging it. And I have been told by a couple of people, more than a couple of people actually, that I have many more pictures here, many more deviations that Deviant Art is flagging that this here as well. Wait, that's the same. Why is it repeated on page 2? That's weird. Let me see if I can find any more. I actually have not browsed through my own gallery to see if there's myself. I just asked someone to do that for me, and they actually gave me a little list of a few works that that are showing as flagged for them. But I have too many pages here. But yeah, this is wrong. This is completely wrong. Deviant Art has never notified me about flagging anything, and I am very upset that Deviant Art is doing this. It's never done this before. Never. And again, I blame Wix.com for this, because I am pretty sure, 100% certain, that they are to blame. Anyway, on that note, you know what I'm gonna do about this? Later, not now, but later, I'm gonna go on Twitter, because I'm pretty sure, I am completely certain that if I simply contact DeviantArt via the support system, although I should probably try that as well, but I'm pretty sure that's not gonna do anything. So instead, I'm gonna just go on Twitter and do what I always do on Twitter. I mean, I have an account on Twitter, and I have said before that I only use that account for looking at memes, some art, and yelling at companies. So that's what I'm gonna use Twitter for today. I'm gonna yell at DeviantArt on Twitter. I'm gonna make a complaint there, probably gonna contact them via the support system as well. I gotta know why this is happening, but I am completely sure that I am not going to receive an answer on either platform. And the thought alone of that happening is already making me more angry. But in any case, if they don't give me an answer, let alone a satisfactory one, and especially if they don't fix this problem, I will 100% make an account on Inkblot. For those of you who don't know Inkblot, I actually don't really know Inkblot myself really well. I only visited the site a couple times. It is this platform. It is supposed to be. It's supposed to be. Wait, this is not the homepage. How do I get to the homepage? Help. Hang on. Let's look on Google. Inkblot. No, not app. Inkblot. Just do a Google search, you stupid. Fine, I'll just type google.com and type the thing in there. Inkblot. It's inkblot.art. Okay, this is Inkblot. Ooh, their hair is a dragon. I like that. That's a plus, another plus towards me making an account here. But anyway, this is Inkblot. It's still in beta from what I learned. And it is supposed to be an alternative to DeviantArt. And yeah, I am heavily inclined to make an account here. And not really abandon DeviantArt, but probably start to use Inkblot a little more, or at least balance these out, because DeviantArt is becoming unbearable. I love DeviantArt, always have. I have been on DeviantArt since 2006. That is a very long time on this platform. Like, what year is this? We are in 2022, almost 2023, right? 2022. Actually, I'm bad with math, so let me use a calculator. Yeah, I have been on DeviantArt for nearly 20 years. It's gonna be 17 years next April, I think. Yeah, I think I joined DA in April 2006. But anyway, I have been on the platform for nearly 2 decades now. I love DeviantArt, I do. But ever since Wix bought DA, it has become quite unbearable to use the platform. They have made things so bad. It's cumbersome to use now. It's so many things that it's hard to put into words. Certainly not short words anyway. The point is, it is becoming very difficult to still like DeviantArt. And I am growing very tired of these arbitrary changes that they have been making. It's awful. It's just awful. DeviantArt has gone from a art what is the proper term? From a artist focused, I think that's what I'm trying to say. From a artist focused platform to a more like social network like platform, and that is just dumb. Even before the clips, before the clips and before Wix.com, DeviantArt used to be, you could actually feel it was made by creatives for creatives. It was actually very artist centered. Artists had everything they could possibly want on the platform, and of course there already were complaints about some changes they have been doing. Those are obviously unavoidable on anything. Excuse me. But speaking as an artist, it was way better before. After Wix bought it and made it more social network like, with the introduction of Eclipse, and even before that there were a few negative changes to the old UI. But up until then, it was great. Generally speaking, it was great. But after Eclipse, it became terrible, awful. It's horrible. I hate it. And I really do not blame the majority of people who have abandoned DeviantArt after Eclipse was pushed and made mandatory for everyone. People hated the thing, and they are completely right in hating it. The only reason why I haven't abandoned DeviantArt, along with those other people, is because I have been on the platform for so long that, at the time at least, I felt that abandoning it completely because of this change was a bit of a too drastic of an action to take. So I didn't. I stuck around. But there's very little activity on the air these days because everyone just left. Most of the artists who I watched and watched me back also, they poof disappeared. They went to Twitter, they went to Tumblr, they went to Fur Affinity. Blah. I hate Fur Affinity. They went to other places. They just do not use DeviantArt anymore, and that is one of the things that is bothering me. And honestly, this flag thing that I have just learned of today, that is really about to make. It's really about to become the drip on my glass that is about to overflow. You know, I promise you, I am seriously considering to not really abandon the AA, but to no longer give it much attention anymore, and instead make an account on Inkbot and just start uploading there. And yeah, actually, I sent a tweet to the developers of Inkbot yesterday asking about the possibility of being able to download pictures from the platform, because I like to download stuff to my own personal collection. Like if I want to download this here, for example, I could just right click and click on Save Image As. On the little exploring that I did on Inkbot so far, this is not possible, but they have told me, they actually answered my tweet earlier today, they have told me that it is on their roadmap to soon add a download button. I don't know if they're gonna make it possible to right click and click Save Image As, but they did tell me they are going to add a button so you can download picture directly if the artist allows you to download that. So for example, this picture here, Unsettled, on DeviantArt, this one does not have a download button down here, but I can right click and save image as if I want to. Oh, this looks nice. Oh, I like this. I'm gonna add this to my collection. And see, this here has a download button. So I can actually click on this one and save as. What? Okay, that was weird. So yeah, what I just did here, I like to do this. Download stuff to my own personal collection, and as far as I could test, Inkblot does not allow you to do that yet. But they told me they are going to add a download button like this here. I just hope that eventually, at least, they're gonna allow people to also right-click and save image as, because without the download button, this is the only way you can download stuff. And like I said, I like to download stuff to my personal collection. But yeah. Thanks, Wix. You are making me hate DeviantArt. Nearly 20 years of love on this platform, and I'm finally starting to dislike this. Anyway, that's the end of my rant for now, at least. Let's do some art.
So we'll present some problems and we don't know what to do. You've come to find your feelings and exactly what you knew. The odds are stacked quite poorly if without a winning hand. But bear in mind your bearing's only worse if you